This is the Mangaka89 back with another video. Today we have another special guest. We have Nautica Williams, who I've done 2 unboxing videos of mail that she sent me, because she's so generous. She has a solid following on the internet, whether it be on YouTube, DeviantArt, whatever. So, Nautica, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nautica. I'm really happy to be here. I really do thank you for having me here. Although I was gonna get really busy throughout the week, but I'm actually really happy to be here. So thank you for that. So
no problem. I'm glad I could get you at a good time. So This is an interview after all. So the viewers want to get to know you a bit better. So I'm going to start, before I start asking the real questions, maybe let's find out some stuff about you. So do you have any favorite hobbies outside of drawing manga?
Actually, I don't think I do.
That's like your main hobby?
It is. I'm really good with like a lot of other stuff as far as like, I don't know, I like to read. I do write sometimes. That's like one of the hobbies I had before I started drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I do a lot, but I don't really consider them to be hobbies in a way because I've always been doing them.
Yeah. So, any favorite singers or bands?
Actually, I don't even listen to music.
You don't even listen to music?
Yeah, that's like one thing. I don't listen to music. So when people want me to put music in my videos, I'm like,
you're just like, nah. That's cool. Alright, so do you have any like favorite foods or anything?
Oh, I like potatoes. Like potatoes, anything with a potato in it, I love it so much.
Yeah. So like mashed potatoes, steamed potatoes, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
French fries?
I live in the South, so I really like Southern food. So, yeah, tradition.
That's really cool. I'm not very knowledgeable in Southern food, so like maybe name like one or 2 things that you like.
I guess pork chops. I don't really eat meat that much, which is really ironic considering the fact that like I love Southern food, but I tend to just stick with like traditional baking and stuff like that.
That's cool. So, nice. Alright, so now introductions are out of the way. I'll start getting into the interview. So, when were you first exposed to anime or manga? Like, what was the series that started it all for you?
Series? It was actually Soul Eater, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. A friend of mine, she draws too currently. And she introduced it to me when I went to middle school. So I always asked her, like, what are you drawing? And she never really responded because she was kind of scared. But she saw that I was harmless. And she told me to go watch Soul Eater, which I did, and I loved it from there. So I guess anime kind of caught my attention first. Cartoons were always there. I still have my love for it, but it's something that really grasped my attention.
Yeah. Soul Eater is a great series. I remember watching it back when Funimation dubbed it in like 2010. That was a good series.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So when was it that you decided to draw manga more seriously?
I don't know. I was always this competitive person, whether it be from like writing to reading to actually just doing whatever. So I was always competitive growing up. So when I saw that she was just drawing these characters, a friend of mine, I'm like, I can do the same thing too, and I can make my own. So I didn't really start out doing fan art at all. I just started drawing in a way so I can, do my own thing in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you saw this series and you started drawing it more and more, and like as you started drawing, you kind of found a better interest in it, and you just wanted to keep drawing.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it was like for me too. Cool. Alright, so if you have any, who is your most influential manga artist? Or artist in general, if you have one.
Well, I mean, you.
Oh.
I really just, I know Ryan Dickey, he changed his name.
The shoujo guy.
Yeah, because you guys were on here when I didn't think there were many manga tutorials yet. So like that's what I was looking at when I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple other people like Rona Project. They were there.
Oh yeah,
too.
they're really good.
Yeah, I'm more towards like artists who do things on their own, like white manga, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So you mainly went around on the YouTube side of like the YouTube manga community, and that's where you like formed your like base for when you started.
Yeah. As far as like getting what tools or materials I'd need later on and stuff like that, and tips and stuff, I always like kept it in mind. I never really did it yet because I knew I was still practicing. But I always kept it in mind. I did see Mark Curley. I did see a couple of his videos, but I didn't know who he was. So.
Yeah. Mark Curley's he's insanely popular nowadays. From last time I checked. So, any like professional manga artists? Like I don't know if you read a lot of like Shonen Jump or anything, or any other weekly Japanese manga release. Do you?
Actually, I haven't been doing it much, but the creator of Blue Exorcist, I really like their art style too. There's this series called Are You Alice? I love their art style. I can't remember the names at all because I haven't bought the recent manga in so long. I mean, those two right now are the ones I'm really looking at. So if I collect it, more than likely I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Blue Exorcist is also a favorite of mine. And I find it kind of funny how you were saying that your first few influences were me and Ryan Dickey, because I actually had him on the last episode of this segment, so that's pretty funny.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So, being a high school student yourself, you must have like a lot of difficulty balancing important things that need to be done. Like I can kind of relate, because even though I'm graduated, like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So how do you pace yourself when it comes to like schoolwork and manga? Like how do you balance them?
Well, to be honest, there are some days where I can actually be studying more than I can be drawing, but I have to kind of sacrifice it. Like, oh man, I gotta study this day, or oh man, I really want to draw, or like I really won't feel up to doing what I want to do until I'm done with my schoolwork. Mm-hmm. Although school does come first, I believe that if I didn't draw, I'd probably be making. My grades are great now, but they'd be just amazing if I wasn't drawing at all. So I always think that you always have to sacrifice one for the other, in a way, as far as time is concerned. So I try my best.
Yeah. It's more like a discipline kind of thing, because you gotta know which one's like more important at the time and stuff.
Yeah, and since I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while, I'm kind of mentally have to draw something at least once a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that too. Like sometimes when I was doing schoolwork, I was like under a heavy load of schoolwork, I would just like get a piece of paper and start doodling for like half an hour, just because it de-stressed me or something. Like you need that mental break.
Yeah, like it just really clears your mind from like everything. You're just like, oh my god, this is amazing. I can finally start working on whatever you have to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going into what year now? Junior or senior year?
My junior year, actually.
Okay. So like you probably know, or you've probably been like looking into like what you want to do or like colleges that you want to go to and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So do you plan on like pursuing a more like art type thing in the future? Like do you plan to continue art and like maybe pursue manga as a full-fledged interest in the future?
I do want to, but it's really hard, because I did go to some of the art classes at the particular school, but I kind of knew almost everything that they were talking about. And the art school itself is kind of for like people who just started drawing or who are just getting into drawing, and I don't want to like waste my time. And in a way, it's kind of like sitting in art class, like Art 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the school is amazing. I don't know. I'm probably not going to go to an art school because I feel like I'd be doing so much. I wouldn't even have time to work on anything I want to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of artists there are really against posting your stuff online, so I'm just like, they want to hold their projects near and dear to them, but at the same time, they want to build an audience so they can probably look at their animation or look at their comic that's coming out. And I'm just like, technology is amazing right now. You can totally take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And they're either too scared or don't have the confidence to do it. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, being like an avid poster on DeviantArt, I can see why you're probably like, well.
But I don't know what I want to do. I might do, more than likely, I'll probably go into like cosmetology or something like that. But I still don't know because I have a ton of ways I can go right now with the opportunities I have right now. So I can try and do art full-fledged, or I can get an actual job. For real. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Do you have any projects that you're currently working on? Do you have any projects you're currently working on? Manga-wise or something-wise?
I am. I'm working on this a comic. Have you heard of Saturday AM?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. White Mom is part of it, I believe.
Yeah, they do these monthly contests, and you submit 15 pages. They review your work, and you have a chance to be featured on their website. I'm actually planning on doing that really soon. I'm not really sure when because I'm really busy. I'm actually preparing for Con next year convention. I was going to be participating in the Artist Alley.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty cool. Which convention is this?
It's a local convention. It's called SwarmCon. I don't want to go too big because my head would explode if I do that.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. Yeah. It's cool that you have an opportunity like that. So I guess that also falls in the category of future plans or future projects. So tell me about your original characters, because I know from the fan mail that you sent me, you have an original character named Dawn. And I'm sure you have like a ton more. So, like, what inspired you to create these characters? Did you kind of just draw them on the spot, or how did that go about?
They all came eventually, in a way, because when I started drawing, I told you my friend, she was really amazing, honestly, and she gave me this little drawing or whatever, and I really like the character themselves. Like, she looked super generic, so I didn't know. So I told her, can I keep it? And she's like, yeah, whatever. You know those little doodles you just do and people don't really care about it too much? Like, you don't care about the drawing too much, but you just give it to them. It's kind of how it was. And I basically just turned that character into my own character in a way, kind of based that character off my own thoughts and stuff. And eventually, I don't know how she turned into a robot, to be honest. It was really weird. I think it happened in like 8th grade or something because I was getting really serious about drawing and practicing a ton. So I ended up just turning her into a robot, which kind of killed me because her outfit just always made me so mad to draw. But I really do enjoy it now because I'm actually pretty good at drawing it. Yeah. Other characters came from like strap doodles and stuff. It's kind of like something to keep me always drawing or keep an idea in my head. Something that those characters can always do. They kind of keep an idea in my head, keep me always drawing, and stuff like that. Yeah. All
right. So, as always, like artists, they tend to fall into an artist block. So if that happens to you, what do you usually do to prevent yourself from getting artist block?
Ooh. Okay, first of all, I try and watch anime because usually I don't watch anime for like a good 6 months if I fall in the artist block.
Yeah, I feel that.
I get really sad because I draw every day, almost every day, and also I just try and just go outside, which is rare because I'm a hermit that likes to stay in my room all the time. I basically live in here. I just do that. I just go out, get some fresh air, watch some anime, and sooner or later I'll be able to come back to my desk. There was like one time I went through like a 3-month artist block. It was horrible. But it was mainly because I was sick during that time, and I had school and finals, and yeah.
All right. So, we blew through the questions pretty quickly. So we're pretty much nearing the end. Do you have any like tips for people who might be watching this? Just manga tips or any advice that you would like to give our viewers?
I'll probably give the advice that I was given in a way. Like, if you really want to do something, just practice. Just practice as much as you can, because there's always someone else who can either do it better than you or who has another opportunity. Not saying someone can do it better than you, but they might have the opportunity in a way to do it, because there are people that are really talented and they just hold their projects near and dear to them, like I said before, and they just never show anyone, and they have this really bad either just jealousy or they envy another artist that's probably either younger than them, have less experience, and they're getting more exposure because, they're actually showing their work and stuff like that. So, if you want to do something, just do it, and just do it, basically. Don't focus too much on others around you. As long as your head's screwed on right, you got it.
Yeah. Kind of remind me of that Shia LaBeouf video. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, just do it.
Don't let your dreams stay dreams. Just do it. Great.
Oh my God, my niece tells me that all the time. Like, if I can't draw something, she's like, just do it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's like the motivator for all. Like, if you're feeling down one day, just watch that video. Just do it.
Do it.
All right. Cool. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today. So, first and foremost, I want to thank you for being on the show. I really, honestly, really appreciate it. And thank you. And thank you for your generous mail. I am currently working on something to send back to you, so you can expect that in a week or two. So.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. Caught me at a great time.
I'm glad.
But yeah, I really did enjoy this.
All right, cool. Thanks again. And for those of you watching, I'll put Nautica Williams' YouTube channel, DeviantArt, and Instagram in the description below, so you can go check her out and support her because she's really awesome. That's pretty much it. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to both of us, and catch you next time. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.